And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage dōTERRA founding executive, CMO, and Scientific Advisory Committee Chairman, Dr. David Hill.
I swear that you are the future.
Good morning.
I see you.
How are you? I have to say, I don't know if you feel the same way that I do, but I have to say, I feel like we could just go home right now. That was, if you ever, Nicole is much too modest, by the way. She's soon to complete her PhD in all of the sciences that she just talked about. She's been working on that for a long period of time, and that will be completed for her shortly. We're excited for her. You know, I know that we say this in a number of different ways when we talk about dōTERRA, but I'm really proud of not just Nicole, but one of the things that I'm most proud of is that Nicole is a good representation of what you see all throughout dōTERRA and what it is that we're trying to accomplish and who it is that we're trying to become. And so we're grateful for not just Nicole, but for all of those who help contribute to dōTERRA in such a significant way. Now, yesterday, did you enjoy hearing from Dr. Jeffrey Talbot? That was a wonderful opportunity for us, and some of what Nicole referred to in her information that she shared with you was very specific to some of that research. And it's our good pleasure this morning we're going to hear from Dr. Lee. Now, before we do, I want to share just a little bit of information with you to set the stage, if I can, for why some of this is so critically important. Now, Nicole did such a beautiful job talking about why CPTG is so important to us. And although in the very beginning that was something that was clearly defined for us, now it's become defined and utilized all throughout methodologies of scientific research and information. And it's come to be that standard that is expected, that is trusted. Now, yesterday I alluded to the fact that along the line of quality, we've done a number of different things in dōTERRA. And by the way, can we tell APRC thank you? We're so grateful for them. They actually have a hard work that they do, and I appreciate the expertise that they bring. I thought that there was a lot of good information that was shared about how sophisticated the adulteration of essential oils has become. And so you can see why we're vigilant and ever moving forward with consistency to ensure that we are ahead, that we're making good choices, that we're not making mistakes. Now, a part of what we've always talked about in dōTERRA is our thoughts and our ideas of what it is that we want to accomplish, how we want to accomplish them, how we're going to change mind share. And if you look at this timeline, I won't go into detail, but as you look at the timeline, we've done a number of different things along the way. One of the things that's most notable for me, and we introduced it 4 years ago, we talked about our human genome study, where we looked at every gene in the human body. And we looked at this interaction of how essential oils would interact with them individually as proteins. Are they upregulated? Are they downregulated? What gene sets work together and what gene sets become antagonistic in that model? That was the beginning of a pathway for us that said we need to know more. We need to understand more. We need greater clarity. I today want to set for you a new mindset for CPTG. Now, yesterday, I was really appreciative when Rob had you get out your notebooks and he had you draw some columns in your notebook. And he defined for you very specifically that CPTG really meant two different and very unique things. One is that CPTG is certifying that the oils are pure. I want you to know, and I hope that you have a really good sense at this point, that what we're really talking about when we speak to the purity of the essential oils is 100% analytical chemistry. However, and that's what you heard about all morning long today, we do that better than anyone else in the entire world. I say that with great confidence. And I am immovable in that. You will never convince me otherwise. We just have too much detail and too much critical view into that to not be the best. Analytical chemistry, however, is only part of the story. We've never just said that our oils are certified to be pure. We said they're certified to be pure and therapeutic. Now, that is meant from the very beginning. We've had a mindset and a framework that says we must ensure that our essential oils, the things that we produce and that we give to you and that we use ourselves, are going to be beneficial. And we want that to occur without any harm. While we've all had that experience in our time in dōTERRA, that's been a luxury that has come to us naturally because of the purity of our sourcing. But now we're in this new time where we can look at biological chemistry. And so I'm going to further define what Rob said yesterday, that analytical chemistry is therapeutic, or is the purity, but biological chemistry is the therapeutic element of the essential oils. And what you saw yesterday from Dr. Talbot was how we're beginning to look at the biology and function of essential oils as another marker of quality. Now, yesterday he was very kind to talk about the work of Dr. Lee. I want to personally thank him and Dr. Talbot both for working so tirelessly. One of the things that's impressive to me is that they did this not because we somehow contracted with them and said, would you just look at this for us? They began this whole process on their own merits, out of their own desires to know, as many of our tremendous research partners do. I'm looking forward to a long collaborative history and future with them. I believe that they will make a difference for us in ways that right now we can only imagine what it will be. But I'm confident that it will continue to define what we mean by quality in dōTERRA. Now, I'm excited because you are going to see now firsthand from Dr. Lee how our essential oils are differentiated not just by analytical chemistry, but also by biological chemistry. So let me take a moment and let me do a proper introduction for him. So Dr. Lee is an assistant professor at Roseman College of Pharmacy and University of Health Sciences. He's earned both his bachelor's degree from the University of California, Berkeley, and he earned his PhD degree in Chicago, at the University of Chicago. He completed a NIH-funded fellowship at Purdue University. He started his academic career in Nevada back in 2010 and became a member of Roseman in 2014. That was a tremendous opportunity for us and very gratuitous that we find that Tim and both Jeff, Dr. Talbot, are associated and affiliated with them because of the great work that they're doing. His laboratory that he oversees actually specializes in the development of molecular imaging and proteomic profiling. Now, I know that that's a lot to understand, but it gives us the ability to view into the essential oils, the pathways that are elucidated in finite detail, without having singular molecules being the only thing we can test, but the entirety of the whole essential oil, how all of that chemistry now works together. And it's validation for the things that we've said from the very beginning. We will not compromise on quality. We cannot compromise on quality. And here's just another way that we can now demonstrate why that is so critically important. I'm grateful that we have wonderful partners of all forms in many different arenas of research. But to date, I carry more energy and more enthusiasm for what they are showing us and the vividness for which it brings to our sight clarity in thought and perception that dōTERRA is the best.